Дождь, 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 дождь. Завязли в помидорах. Привет, друзья! Сегодня я нахожусь в местном кинотеатре. Йоханнес сказал, что у них замечательный проектор, и здесь отличная огромная стена, так что нет смысла не верить. В коммуне из 19 взрослых и 5 детей. Люди здесь живут как при коммунизме. Какие-то хозяйственные постройки, поля они пользуют вместе, беря каждому по потребностям и отдавая каждой по способности. Вот такое замечательное место недалеко от Жуструпа. Надеюсь, мы поговорим с хозяином, который меня принял и, так сказать, расшарил это местечко. А пока идем дальше. Экскурсия продолжается. Комната, где они едят раз в неделю. Общая кухня. Запасник, из которого можно брать всем сколько угодно. Ну и, конечно, гараж.
Yes, so my name is Johannes Lund. And I live in Denmark, 60 kilometers west of Copenhagen. I live in a community with, here lives 9 couples and 1 single altogether. And we share an old manor house. We have each our separate apartments. We are sitting in in my workshop here. I've been using bicycles for many years as a means of transport instead of car. I have done that during 40-50 years, and I have the last 25 years I have used my bicycle to get back and forth from work 2 times 18 kilometers per day. So I'm quite fit with cycling.
So how near kilometers in the year you made 25 years? Near 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, 45,000
per year.
Per year.
I think I have probably made 8,000-9,000 per year.
Yes.
10 maybe. Now it's less, but I still use bicycle for everyday use, so up to 2 times 25 kilometers. I live in a country with a lot of wind, so therefore I have used for the last 20 years I have used recompense very much. As a recompense where you lie down and pedal in the front. And that's because they have an advantage that you don't feel, if the wind is against you, you don't feel it that much. And it is very, very comfortable for long rides. And for traveling I use not a recumbent. Yeah, sometimes a recumbent. But the last years I have preferred a folding bike, a Brompton, that can be folded as hand luggage.
And with small...
There are smaller wheels, but it actually works very much like a real bike.
And you not need pay for the bike.
I don't need to pay
it's
for
very
the bike.
important.
I can take express trains and I use normal bike. I have one, a very good one here, and I use it mostly I think in the winter time, because I put sometimes I put this, if you have a lot of snow here, I put this.
Shipy in Russia. When you come in to repair,
well, actually I started from the very beginning. I tried to read about the technique. If something happened on the road, I am able to do a lot of things myself without without help from a bike shop.
Yes.
Actually, I found that satisfying from the beginning. So my knowledge is about my own bikes primarily. I know my own bikes. As the kind of bikes I don't use, I don't know that much about them.
But you help people all this time, I understand.
Yeah, I help. I do. I have some friends and relatives, and so that come 2 or 3 or so that get a bike repaired here.
So about your experience with travelers.
One thing I almost always do is put more air into the wheels,
Yes.
because they have too little pressure on the tires.
I read in feedbacks that you give a good advice for
Yes.
all people which was here
Yes.
in your home. So you can tell me about your travel experience.
I have traveled and I have made a trip once from here to Switzerland in 1994. I very often go to Southern Europe with the folding bike.
Yes.
And take it out for maybe 10 days. Go with the train down and fold it out and put my luggage on it and go for 10 days somewhere, France, Italy.
How many kilometers in day is your normal distance?
Depends on where I am in the mountains. I think I will not plan more than 60 per day. In Denmark, I can easily go 100, 125. I did, yes.
And where you actually sleep?
Well, the last years here I have used warm showers. In Denmark I have used warm showers and friends, of course, and I have used warm showers in France and in Germany. Sometimes I use a tent. I think a tent is nice when the weather is nice. When it's wet, it is not nice. So no warm showers, and the weather is bad. I prefer to go to a bed and breakfast.
So maybe you remember interesting experience about your host.
Yeah, I met a couple in Germany. That was some of the first couple around 50, I think, and they had both had jobs in very high-paid jobs in Siemens, and suddenly when they were in their late 40s, they got fired from their job. They were too old. They were told from the management that they were too old to continue, and then because they got money with them. And then they started a completely new life, and they just said we will buy 2 bicycles and then we will go to Singapore. And then they made 17,000 kilometers to Singapore. So they had gone to fitness training and such things, but they hadn't actually cycled very much. I don't know if they were away for 2 years or 3 years or something. And now they are planning new things. When I was there, they had bought a lorry from the Austrian military that was able to drive in the desert. So now they plan to take this enormous lorry. They had made it as a camping, and they will go through Sahara or something with this. I think the wheels were like that. Or
So you like it, I think.
I like warm showers, definitely, yes.
Why you open your door for warm showers travelers?
I love cycling, and I think this is an excellent way to know other people from other nations. We don't know each time who we are going to meet, but we know one thing, that we have one thing in common, our interest for cycling.
Which travelers went to your home? From which country?
A lot of from the US. There have been some from Belgium and France, Germany. You're the first from Russia. Yeah, I think they were. Most of them were in the middle of pretty long trip. I remember were on the way to Sweden, and some to Norway, and some came from south and went to Copenhagen and back from there. And,
tell me a little bit about your commune.
we find it nice to be able to share some of our life and some of our things with other people. And community started 35 years ago, and some of the founders still live here. I think 2, 3 of the couples were here from the beginning. We came here 5 years ago. It's a very stable community. If you see the community as a cake, we buy a piece. Things we all use, food and the garden, and so we talk about it on some meetings and find out what to. But I can give you an example. So basic food like flour and butter and milk and such things, we just pick up in a room, and we pay for that collectively.
Yes.
And there, of course, if we have specialities, then we buy ourselves. But each person here has a job to do. So my job is to cut a hedge down here each year, and I'm in a group that are responsible for heating the whole thing here. All together we have
Little deals.
yes, so there are lots of things you don't have to think about. We have a professional kitchen and a big room where we can do parties. So I have my own bicycle workshop. We have a wood workshop that we can use, all of us. We have a metal workshop we can use, all of us. We have a cinema.
We can finish. Thank you.